Hello, wonderful people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. It's about 5:30 in the morning. Very soon I'm gonna go for morning walk. So before I thought I just do this review and then put it on upload. So I'll be done for the day. So the fragrance today is gonna be from the house of Issey Miyake, one of their latest releases, I believe, from the Nuit Dissel line. They have quite a few, I think, darker fragrance nowadays. This is called Pulse of the Night. This is all thanks to one of my dear brothers, Auveek bhai. He always helps me with his fragrances, so I don't really have to buy every single fragrance to do reviews. So many other community members providing me with their bottles, so I'm very thankful to everybody. But before I start, I would like to also say that recent times I've been facing some unpleasant experiences, bitter experiences from certain seller and their group. They are trying to do some funny things. So the thing is, the lesson of moral of the story is never do anything for free in life. Okay, never help a guy give your free premise, your hard work. They're gonna steal that and they're gonna try to harm you in the process, try to take you out of the whole thing. Fortunately, I am more of a reviewer than a business person, so I can continue to do my fragrance reviewing, getting a bottle from anywhere or sample from anywhere. So just the unpleasant thing, like nowadays you have to see from sellers once who were nothing, once who knew nothing about perfumes. Now they are trying to, you know, harm you and stuff. Anyway, I don't want to go in details with that, but just let you know, if you happen to be anywhere in the world, if you're good at something, do not do it for free. Do not give anybody free platform or try to go to shops, try to promote them. Yes, it will help you, but at the same time, do not believe in them that they are your well-wishers all the time. Sellers are always sellers. They are, do not consider them to be your friends. That's where you're gonna make a big mistake. When money is involved, nobody's a friend. Okay, so we go with this presentation at first. So this is standard packaging, not as posh as the Oil Sounds, or I have another one is was the one Noir Ambre? Yes. So those were much more say premium packaging. So they were a little bit more extra cash for that. This is normal paper packaging, but it has this nice light sort of. So I think it's supposed to represent night lights. Okay. So this 125 ml, I believe. Sorry, this 100 ml. They're changing 125 to 100. Okay, and I believe there is a smaller bottle of it as well, 50 ml. That's where your bag information are up there. Nothing much. Looks like this. The bottle, they follow the same like Issey Miyake bottles, just this typical signature bottles, but with that nice lines. I don't know if you can see through the bottle. Maybe if you put LED, you can, or you cannot. I don't know. No, it is a Pulse of the Night, Issey Miyake, and bottom you're gonna find they actually printed or lasered sort of their information. So these fragrances are like, the one of the things I do not appreciate is that the bottles are looks huge, like as big as my head, but the cap, if you take it off, the bottle is not that huge, so the caps could be a little bit reduced. I always found these caps to be too cumbersome. It clicks onto place, you can pick it up, no problem. And I have the fragrance here for some time. Okay, so that smells really nice. So my scent of the morning is going to be 1821 Sweet Tobacco Spirits Man-Made. This is recent times. I bought it, fell in love with it, waiting actually for proper winter to hit us so I can rock that beautiful honey, kind of like a tobacco scent in that. And I believe Russell as well as James, they love this fragrance. So shout out to Russell and my friend James. So I saw Agnesiva reviewing it, and he gave me a knock on my group that, Joy, have you checked this out? I said no, I haven't. So she did a review and tagged me like to check it out. So hopefully she'll be watching. And thanks to Auveek once again. So this fragrance, it's built for people. It says it's a leather fragrance, but I think it has a little bit more going on in this one. So when I tested it, what I smell, I really like. I'm not gonna say this is very daring or bold fragrance, okay, or love it or hate it. It's pretty much on the safer side of things, okay. It's a little bit dark, but mostly what I really get from this is kind of smokiness, resinous, a little bit of vanilla. Perhaps the last stage there's some sweet or something, a little bit of, like what you get from John Barbatos Dark Rebel Rider, touch of that in this one. But it's extremely sweet, so that makes it very lovable. It's not very overly smoky. So the fragrance, it's really I would say, how to say, it's very nice to wear in mild cold weather. I think when the winter's just starting, this is going to be fantastic fragrance. I think that Eau Incense. I don't know how to say the incense version of this. The Issey Miyake Eau Incense, the very rare to find one, Middle Eastern sort of exclusive. That one was a lot more smokier, a lot more daring and bold. This one right here, it's a lot more wearable. I really like that about this. This fragrance, when I spray it is very, very good on this one. Okay, let's spray this. Okay, and talk about it. Really nice sprayer, okay? The Issey Miyake sprayers, they work. Not the best sprayer I would say, but they work, okay? So let that settle down for a while. I'll take a sip. Yeah, morning time, coffee or tea is a must after water to wake up. So that actually wakes you up properly. So the fragrance opens up that incense. I really get that incense at first. I do not get that leather. It's supposed to be leather fragrance, but I do not get the leather up top. I get like a nice sweet opening. It's almost like reminds me of something like Halloween. I'm not saying Halloween smells like this, but the the feel of the fragrance, it feels like it's gonna be just ideal for that kind of a time. Like candies involved, night time, people are dressing up. The Nuit Issey, I haven't tried the original Nuit Issey. I think I did try, but I haven't reviewed it. So those ones people really like. This line people really, really like. So how about this one? Is it like overhyped? I don't think this is the most, how to say, out there sort of fragrance, okay? This fragrance is very, not subtle, but it's not trying to do too much. The fragrance actually is pretty nice. So what I mean by nice, I'm not trying to say it's just an average fragrance. I'm just saying it's not an attention seeker, it's not a loud bomb, but it does last a very, very long time. So the longevity, it's pretty good. Projection, I would say it's more on the, on me at least, it's more on the like 1.5 hours. After that, it's pretty tame on my skin, but does hang on for a very long time. So when the cold weather comes, perhaps it will be very comforting to wear. That's another thing I'm thinking. So the vanilla starts sweet, vanilla starts popping up, but not to the point of powdery. It's kind of like candied sweet, but lessened. The sweetness is lessened. So it's all the right amount of things that put into this one. I'd say this is more safer version of that Eau Incense, okay? That fragrance, okay? And the fragrance pretty nice. I think it's going to be very much loved by many people, but definitely get a sample first. Do not blind buy this, because the incense and leather mild, even though they're mild, some people may not like the dry down, So the leather, it's not really animalic, but on the dry down, it gets kind of like leather suede, So if you do not like suede or leather note, perhaps this is not your cup of tea. So performance is good. Prices on these, I think it's just under $60 or $65, like that, but I'm not sure. I think you can check it with your local discounters or seller. I think this fragrance is gonna be pretty much within your affordable budget. Just that I wish this was 125 ml, just like any other Issey Miyake. Do not wear this in the daytime or sun, like hot and humid summer days. This is not gonna really do the best. But if you're in the AC zone, air conditioned, kind of a setup, this is gonna be really good. You can dress it up a little bit. You can wear this for formal as well, and it has a tad bit sweetness, which makes it also kind of unisex. So that's about it about this Nuit Issey Pulse of the Night. The name is kind of funky. It's kind of like a song, Pulse of the Night. Imagine like a driving through the highway of Tokyo. This reminds me sort of like Kenzo. Kenzo had a fragrance. Kenzo, forgot the name. That one had Kenzo Tokyo. I forgot the name. They had this almost similar sort of theme to that. So I think Kenzo, what was the name? I can't remember. So Mark reviewed it. I think that one had the similar sort of a night of Tokyo or something like that vision. So this is pretty much nighttime wearing, mild cold weather, good performance, not mind-blowing, but very nice perfume. Okay, so definitely worthy of checking. And in this line of Issey Miyake, this is pretty much in the safer zone, I would say. So overall, this fragrance, I'm giving it a solid 8 out of 10 for Nuit Issey Pulse of the Night. Check it out. It's a nice fragrance. Thanks Agnes Eva, for tagging me, and thanks Auveek bhai once again for providing me with the bottle. Hopefully you guys have a very nice day. I'll go for the morning walk now after finishing that cup of coffee. See ya. Bye bye.